Hello and welcome to the 200k AI tournament. I will quickly send out the notification. Maybe in the future I can kind of schedule the stream to go up, so I don't have to do that in the beginning of the stream every time. But yeah, that should be it. Okay, in our first match we have Blake versus Goody Goat. This and did I forget to add someone to? Oh, I forgot to add Rednecks to the tournament. That's a big blunder by me. I'll have to quickly adjust that. I already started the tournament. Can I don't know, can I not add another participant? That's annoying. Guess I'll have to add a new tournament then. Alright, but that should be it now. We have a decent amount of participants, 5 if you include me. And yeah, I have already seen the ship previews, so yeah, I think people brought a bit of some pretty interesting stuff. Alright. Whoops. First up will be me versus Blake. Oh. My ship doesn't exist, what? Oh, somehow my .ship file lost the ship part, so now it's just a picture. Is it good now? Yeah. Alright. Good, so since we don't have as many participants as last time, I think I can afford to do a best of 3. So we are doing a round robin. That means every player will play every other player, or I guess the AI will play the ships for them. And yeah, and everybody will play against everybody once, and the first to win 2 matches wins the set of matches. Okay, I think to start out I will keep it at 1/2 speed, but I will probably speed it up for future fights, but I'll keep it slow just to introduce the ships. From me, I decided to bring this cannon ship with disruptors to the tournament, and it seems like Blake brought a deck cannon ship and a small nuke barge. Oh no. My ship is really really slow. Did I add auto ram to the ship? Oh, it's really not performing well. It's just getting flanked from the side and standing still. The reason I brought this ship is because in the last tournaments kites were very popular, and this kind of ship is fast enough to catch up to kites, and the disruptors destroy all of the shields, and cannons are just good in general. But the AI really isn't good at fighting multiple targets like this, and I think it might die here. Yeah, that's definitely a weakness of this ship. And honestly, I didn't take too much time designing this. I thought it would do much better, but yeah, guess apparently not. So yeah. Interesting. So the first match does go to Blake. It's also not the best that there is this red cloud in between, which messes up the piloting of the AI. Like right now it's flying on a straight path, even though it should already have turned before. I think I might have forgotten to add auto ram to the ship, but I really thought that I did add it. But it's really behaving like it doesn't have it. Kind of sad to see your ship fail like that. Oh, but it seems like I dealt some... Yeah, I even killed the nuke barge, it seems interesting. I haven't really talked about Blake's ships so far. Nukes normally in AI battles, I think they are pretty good because the AI doesn't know how to dodge nukes, and having 2 ships that are able to flank can definitely work in your favor. And what are those ships doing? This ship seems to be flying backwards for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh. I guess the AI is just absolutely horrible at piloting the ship. I really don't. Okay, I'm interested now if I actually do have auto ram on my ship. Yeah, it seems like I forgot to add it. Well, that is unfortunate. But I guess I'll just have to live with my sloppy ship design. Yeah, I still have the same settings. Alright. So Blake, congratulations to Blake, who won 2-0. Next up we have Rednecks versus Goody Goats. So Rednecks bringing the dynamic duo, and Goody Goats bringing an interesting triangle shaped ship. Okay, that's the first ship of Red Nexus seems to be a unique orbiter and a deck cannon rammer without a reactor. Reactorless ships can work a lot better in AI battles because the AI doesn't know how to properly stall them out. Okay, but the flag on Goody Goat's ship here worked to intercept the deck cannon shots so far, and I do not know what this ship is doing. Oh, but the deck cannon ship got a really good shot of almost getting one of the control rooms and getting the second flag cannon, but the deck cannon already is really low. If the ship doesn't get a decisive shot soon, yeah, the deck cannon is getting destroyed and this ship is basically out of the game. But the second ship finally made it out of the fog, is shooting a nuke, and it deals devastating damage to the side. This ship flies in such a weird way, it's interesting. And the second nuke also hits, completely exposing the front of the ship. Yeah, and if this barracks goes, then the reactor will be completely exposed. And another nuke lands, and that is winning Rednecks the game. Alright, I think we can move up to 1x speed now. Oh, now the two ships are blocking each other. Ooh, they might fly. Oh, they fly into the Ion Storm. Yeah. I decided the AI is kind of bad at piloting around those storms, so I thought it would be kind of fun to have them, because it would allow for some really dynamic fights, and that's what we seem to be getting right now, so I think I'm pretty happy with that decision. And Goody Goat's ship already doesn't look all that great. Just another deck cannon shot at the right angle could completely destroy that reactor, and there we have it. Rednecks also wins the second round. Okay, next up we have Rednecks versus me. Yeah, I expect that my ship will still be doing very poorly against this trap right there. Like the deck cannon ship, just one shot from it into my back destroys my entire ship. and it seems like the deck cannon ship is more expensive. So I think the strategy from Rednex is that the enemy will target the tanky deck cannon ship, and the nuke ship will shoot in from the side, which is a really smart strategy. But it seems like the clouds are messing with the ship AI again, and I don't know, it seems to be scared of flying into the Electron Nebula or something. I don't know exactly what's going on there. But the armor is getting kind of thin on the deck cannon ship. If I can disable the deck cannon, my ship might have a real chance here. Yeah, and that's it. And that is this ship destroyed. My ship will now be focusing on this nuke orbiter right there, and the disruptors will absolutely take care of the shielding, and the cannons will deal some devastating damage. So if Rednex doesn't get a good nuke hit here, it might be a really bad situation. That nuke won't hit. But the issue is that my ship's attack angle is absolutely horrible, and I think my ship is really gonna struggle to get the right angle without its auto ram. The AI lightly tapping the forwards button. Oh, that ship's gonna fly straight into the nuke now. Yeah. The nuke dealing some damage, but the shields managed to block the worst of it, and now the ship is completely defenseless. The shield is down and the blaster is destroyed. So a good nuke hit is the last hope for this ship, and I don't know if that nuke's not going to hit. The main advantage of the ship right now is that the reactor is completely overstrained because of the nebula, but the ship is still right now, and those cannon shots could take out the reactor any time now. But it seems like the cannons are out of ammo. Yeah, there's like only a few cannon shots left in this ship. But it also seems like the nuke is out of ammo now. But the disruptors can still deal damage, and it seems like they will deal enough damage to destroy the ship. So yeah, there definitely was a bit of a luck factor with the nebula placement in the last one. So let's see if I'm also lucky this time, as Rednex's ship flies directly into the Ion Storm for some reason. Ooh, but that's a really good hit from the nuke there, completely exposing the ship for a second there. And another one, that deck cannons will now be able to deal some devastating damage. Yeah, the first control room already goes down. And another nuke hit in the back. Now the ship's thrust is completely disabled. Yeah, that's what happens when both ships attack at the same time and don't come for me one at a time. Okay, so we have a 1-to-1 standing. Oh, that nuke actually hits. It seems to me that the nuke wouldn't, but it really did. Already some really decent damage, and now the ship is showing its backside. The deck cannon getting some really scary shots in. Oh, that nuke could be devastating, but my cannon ship definitely with intentional piloting manages to dodge the nuke. But yeah, one deck cannon shot at the wrong angle and my ship just gets completely demolished. And that means that Rednecks wins this set of matches. So next up we have Silver Shadow versus Plague. So we haven't seen Silver Shadow's ship yet. It seems like it's a missile barge. Yep, just a good old slow missile barge. That's probably gonna do really well. It's well defended from all sides, but a sneaky cannon shot from the side could instantly destroy this ship. Okay, but against deck cannon ships that just try to ram it head on, this missile barge is gonna have a field day. Yep. And that already is the first ship down, and the second one didn't even engage yet. I mean, those are nukes, they deal a lot of damage, but against so much front armor, I feel like they're not gonna be able to achieve anything here. And there still is so much ammo left in these launchers. It should be more than enough to destroy this ship. But the rotation of the ship kind of allows it to dodge some of the missiles. How much ammo is there left? Interesting. There still is a tiny chance that this ship might survive this if it continues to fly in this orbiting pattern. Oh, but that's a bad hit from the missile there, taking out one of the thrusters. The nuke's still not dealing any relevant damage, and that seems to be it. Only one thruster is left. One more missile to the center and the ship will be dead. And yep, that's it. Silver Shadow wins the first match. Okay. For the second match, there is a big red cloud in the center, so the AI is moving around it. Actually, some kind of decent piloting from the AI here. But I would imagine that the deck cannon ship will again die very soon. Because ramming a missile barge in the front isn't exactly the smartest thing you could be doing. And yep, it's already destroyed. And then it seems like the nuke ship is entering the Ion Storm for some reason. I think it's funny to include the different nebulas in AI tournaments because they add a bit of variation to the otherwise very monotone AI battles, and they allow for some very funny moments where the AI doesn't know what to do. Oh, but that's an excellent nuke that that actually allows Blake to win this match. So this means we are going into the third round. Let's see if that nuke shot is something that is repeatable or if it was just a fluke. But again, even the deck cannon ship could theoretically take out the barge if it just shot in the right way. But I feel like the AI will be going for a straight up ram again, even though it's not firing any of its thrusters. Okay, and now it is the nuke ship's turn. Can it pull off one of those shots again? Oh, that's a bad angle for the nuke. I don't know if that's the best flying angle either. That piece of debris might be a pretty huge deal because ramming the missile barge is really bad now. I feel like the ship will die really soon, and the thrusters are already destroyed, and another missile takes out the reactor for good, which means that Silver Shadow will win the set. Okay. Next up, Silver Shadow stays and is playing against Rednecks. Against the dynamic duo. Okay, so it's pretty much the same scenario as in the matchup we have just seen. You basically gotta get a cheeky shot in on the backside or you will not be able to take down this missile barge. Ooh, but the AI doesn't know how to fly around ion storms, and it seems like the AI is opting to just fly straight through it. But it seems like the deck cannon ship got out of it unscathed. It didn't take any relevant damage. And yeah, the nuke orbiter too. But I feel like with the orbiting motion of this orbiter, I don't think it's gonna be able to get the right angle to launch a nuke directly to the core. But I say that, and that could be a good shot, but it just barely misses as the nuke barge rotates to face the new opponent. And yeah, with the deck cannon ship going down again, I don't know if this Orbiter has any prospects of winning this match. Oh, but the thruster, one of the thrusters is destroyed, and if this piece of debris wasn't blocking the nuke, I feel like the barge could have been destroyed. But now all of the thrust on one side of the orbiter is dead, and I think that will spell doom for the nuke orbiter, as it's kind of just a sitting duck right now. And yeah, that's it. Silver Shadow wins the first match. Missiles also were a pretty prevalent weapon in the last AI tournament we did, but it was used on kites and not on barges. But I think a barge is a really smart design choice because you can protect it pretty well from all directions. And yeah, the AI can't really effectively pilot in a way to prevent the missiles from dealing detrimental damage to all of the vulnerable parts of the ship. Oh, and the nuke orbiter flying through the ion storm lost all thrust on one side. I feel like the match is already over. I don't think that the orbiter will be able to recover from this. Yeah, now the missile's also coming in from an angle where the shield can't protect it, and that will be it. Silver Arrow also wins the second match and therefore wins this round. Alright, next up, my ship will be fighting against Goody Goat's ship. So if my cannons are able to penetrate the flag defense, then it will be a pretty easy win. And it seems like they will be able to penetrate. The flag guns are already pretty low, but my shields are taking a very sizable amount of damage. But they are holding up for now, as my cannon shots are slowly pounding away at the ship. If that one cockpit gets destroyed, that will be the ship destroyed, and yeah, another cannon round makes it down the barrel. Okay, and the second match. Again, instantly disabling the flag, and the disruptors are not enough to take down the shields. One advantage of the auto ram not working is that the thrusters aren't firing and that the reactor has more energy to supply the shields, I guess. So that means this set of matches is won by me. Next up we have Silver Shadow against Goody Goat. The flag might actually be enough to do something against the missiles, but I don't know. If the ship comes too close to the missile ship, the flag is not gonna have the right angle to stop the missiles. And I very much fear that the ship will be coming too close to this missile barge. Yeah. Those missiles that are coming in from the back will already do really devastating damage. Not as much as I expected. The missile even took out all of the flak in the front. But Goody Goat's ship did deal more damage than I expected. Managing to get one of the... almost get one of the launchers on the side there. But it wasn't enough to stop all of the missiles. Yeah, at such a low budget, if you can't pilot your ship yourself and you have to rely on your defenses really, it's kind of hard to stop so many missile launchers. If you use shields, you're vulnerable from specific sides. So, and if you use flak, you're constrained to such a narrow angle, so flak isn't that useful. So against the ship, you would probably have to bring something more specialized. I would have expected that someone would bring a kiter, and kiters do normally have point defense to deal with missiles, and point defense is also pretty decent against cannons on kites. But it seems like nobody did it this time around, and that is a win. I will be right back actually. Alright, and I am back. So this means Silver Shadow wins this set of matches, and next up we will have Blake against Rednecks. So it will be the two traps facing each other. That's a really similar team composition. So it will be interesting to see which one comes out ahead. I think I like Rednex's composition a bit better. This orbiter ship right there is really flexible, and I feel like the deck cannon ship is just a bit more efficient than the opponent's deck cannon ship. But both AI players are flying into a nebula. One of the nukes hits the deck cannon ship. Oh, and if this ship can just manage to fly out of the storm because before it loses all of its thrust again, it seems like it's managing to do that, but it's whiffing a nuke shot, and oh no, a devastating nuke shot to the nuke orbiter, which the nuke was meant to hit the deck cannon ship, but the orbiter ramming into it just barely got hit by it. And now the deck cannon ship is barrowing, destroyed the opponent's deck cannon and is barrowing to the cockpit. And that will be it. There was a nuke launch from this ship, but it seems like the ship died before the nuke could hit, which is why the nuke didn't deal any damage. Okay. Ooh, the ship almost flying into the red nebula again. This nuke might actually hit. It barely doesn't. Oh, and the deck cannon got a nice flank off, and now the ship are stuck in each other. That's a horrible position. But the nuke, with all of the momentum it has from the orbiting motion, doesn't hit. But that's a really strong position for the deck cannon ship. One good shot in the sides there, and it could take everything out. But the spaced armor preventing the nuke from dealing final damage. And there are no operators manning this deck cannon right now. Oh, and the deck cannon ship just about managed to take out the opponent's deck cannon ship before it died. So now it's just the two nuke ships facing each other. In theory, this nuke orbiter from Rednex should always win because it can just orbit, dodging all of the nukes, and the blaster will chip away at the reactor defenses and will get rid of the chip. But if the ship continues to just sit still and don't do anything, that will be devastating. But that nuke might hit? No, it doesn't. Yeah, that... Oh no, the ship is sitting still again. Oh. I don't understand how it's doing that. The AI is so weird. Okay, but the last blaster shot finishes the ship off. So we have a 1-1. And the last match will decide how the set of games is going. Okay, Rednex's nuke orbiter, already used to flying in the Ion Storm, is doing it again. But a devastating nuke hit takes out almost the entire ship. But a devastating deck cannon round takes out a lot of the nuke ship. Oh, but the deck cannon ship got lost in the Ion Storm and is now just withering away in it. And that's the nuke ship gone. I think that's it. I don't think Blake's ship can get out of this situation, especially not without any thrusters. So as long as those ships don't commit suicides, Rednex should have this in their bag. And yeah, indeed. So we have the last two sets of games. The first one will be Goody Goat versus Blake. We've already seen that this ship is pretty vulnerable to flanking, and that's exactly what these two traps are really good at doing. Okay, the nukes are firing and one of them almost hits the ship. If one of those nukes hits in the front, it's... yeah, I mean at this price point, whenever a nuke hits, it's gonna be devastating damage. And yeah, you could see the nuke hits and it blew off half of the front of the ship. Now a lot of the thrust on Goat's ship is gone, and yeah, that nuke will probably... no, it barely didn't hit. And another nuke hit. But the nuke ship is almost dead right now, as the flak and the blasters did some decent amount of damage. Oh no, now Blake's deck cannon ship is running into the ion storm again. And the nuke ship is destroyed, and I think that's it. I think Goody Goat will be able to win this match. I have no idea what the AI is doing right now, but I guess it's just letting the ship rot in the rod. Oh, the ship actually managed to slide out of the ion storm. And oh, that is really funny. That's why the ship was moving in such a weird way. The connection to one of the thrusters died, so now both of the ships can only rotate or use magic thrust. This can still be either player's game. If the deck cannon shoots and it from either one of those exposed sides, it could take out the reactor in one shot. And oh no, the spread of the deck cannon prevented that from happening. But the deck cannon ship has vision protection because it's in the cloud, but now it has run out of ammo, barely not being able to finish the ship off. And I think that there is a single laser blaster that's... oh no, two laser blasters that are still receiving energy, and the flag also still has ammo. So I think this ship will be able to finish this. If the AI manages to do it. Fascinating watching the AI trying to maneuver the ship. At this rate, the ship is gonna die to the rod before it manages to finish Blake's ship off. We already know that AI ships are incredibly scared of the rod, so they will forego everything in order to not to get inside again. And yeah, while taking a bunch of damage from the rod, it finally managed to get the cockpit. The AI ship almost suffered a pretty embarrassing loss there, but it managed to recover. Oh, the ship showing its back to nukes, that's not a good idea. Yup, and half of the thrust is gone again. And this time around there are no hazardous cloud in the center, so the AI is actually piloting those ships fairly decently, and as soon as this nuke right there reloads, it's gonna be some devastating damage again. Yep. Yeah. But now the nuke will launch into the friendly ship probably. Oh no. Does manage to clip the edge of the enemy right there. And this deck cannon will, the next round will probably take out the reactor. Oh no, but the laser blaster on Goody Goat's ship does destroy the cockpit, and that means that this ship is down. But I think the deck cannon can still fire. Okay, but oh, this nuke hit is gonna be devastating. Almost taking out the cockpit, it's so close. Oh, but the Goody Goat ship is sitting completely still, so this nuke will again hit. And it deals enough damage to destroy the reactor, threading the needle there. The standings are 1-1. Blake's ships struggling to find their path again. But it works out for now. Oh, that nuke hit only clips the corner on the front, dealing minimal damage. Oh, but the deck cannon ship finally getting some kind of ram in. But the nuke ship is dead already. And that's pretty bad nukes for Blake. And I say that, and the deck cannon threads the needle, destroying the flag, and goes directly to the cockpit, winning the game. So I guess the nuke ship wasn't needed after all. Alright, and now we have the last set of games for this tournament. It will be me versus Silver Arrow's ship. I think this ship has won all of the sets of matches so far. I think it in fact only lost a single game so far. And so if Silver Shadow's ship wins the set, they are winning the entire tournament. And I am pretty confident that this ship will win against mine, because mine is really not designed to face any kind of missile ship. I feel like my ship will just sit in front of the missile ship, not do anything, and will get absolutely destroyed by all of the missiles. The shields are doing a pretty nice job of blocking the missiles actually. But my thrusters are dead and the ship is slowly rotating to an angle. Yeah, you don't wanna show your backside to your opponent like that. Okay, and probably the last game of this tournament. let's see my ship getting dismantled for one more time. Oh, the missiles did not take out a thruster this time around, so all of the future missiles will just hit the front, and I don't know if there is enough DPS here to break through the front, because all of the shields are really strong. The ammo is starting to to get really low, and with that the shields have less and less DPS to care about. And it seems like the ships, the shields were able to hold out and block out all of the missiles. I guess not adding auto ram was the right choice after all, because if my ship rammed into the missile ship, it couldn't have blocked those missiles. They would have all hit in the back and my ship would have died instantly. So I guess at this point it's just a rod fight. But the issue is, in rod fights, this missile barge probably has the advantage because the thruster layout is really flexible. The ship can move in all directions, and my ship has to rely on magic thrust to avoid entering the ring of death. Oh no, if my ship gets moved into the Ion Storm, it's over for me, because my ship has no ammo in the back, has no armor in the back. Oh, but my ship escapes and flies directly into the rod again and commits suicide. Alright, so yeah, well played to Silver Shadow. Yeah. And congratulations to winning the tournament. And also thanks to all of the other participants. We had some really creative designs this time around. I really liked this trap idea from Rednecks and Blake. They had pretty similar ideas on what to bring. And yeah, Goody Goat's ship also definitely was unique, something you don't see all of the time. Yeah, my ship was, I don't know, I expected to see more kites, but in the end, I think it's good that we, in fact, did not see that many kites. Um, so it's not that bad that my ship performed that poorly. And yeah, and Silver Shadow's ship, the winning ship, the Devilfish, was, it's a really streamlined design. A missile barge is just a block of armor with missiles, so I guess not the most innovative design, but you can't deny its efficiency. Yeah, the next tournament already is announced. It's will be the ships will be piloted by real players again, and we will be fighting inside of an ion storm. So that will definitely require some very unique strategies, because normally elimination ships are very vulnerable to ion storms, and sometimes if they just stay in there for a few seconds they just die. So it will definitely be interesting to see that. Yeah, I will be hosting that in a bit over a week from now. So we'll see each other